India is the world's second largest sugarcane producer, churning out around 35 million metric tons of sugar annually. 18% of global output, with powerhouse states like Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Karnataka driving the industry. In 2023 alone, the country exported $1.3 billion worth of raw sugar, making it for the fourth largest exporter globally and supplying markets from Bangladesh to Malaysia. This booming trade fuels beverage giants like Coca-Cola and PepsiCo and is projected to hit 0.9 million metric tons in exports by 2026. But in Maharashtra's Beed district, the heart of the sugarcane belt, the industry's sweet success hides behind a bitter truth. Thousands of women can cutters face a silent health crisis, subjected to forced or coerced hypertochomonics. In a cycle of exploitation, questionable medical practices, and systematic neglect. In 2009, 18-year-old Rani collapsed while cutting can in Beed district after enduring 18-hour shifts deep into her 9 months of pregnancy. Taken to a private hospital, she delivered twin daughters, but like many women in the region, she later learned that doctors have removed her uterus without her knowledge or consent. The babies did not survive and the surgery left her unable to conceive again. Today, Rani works in the fields with chronic pain, abandoned by her husband and stigmatized by her in-laws as unlucky. But Rani is not alone, who bears this pain, poverty, depths, who force many women to do the same, many forcibly, but some to do it their willingness to work for long hours. A widespread pattern research estimates that between 2016 and 2019, 4,605 women in Beed underwent forced or conceived hyperelectromies. Now, the National Family Health Survey shows Maharashtra's overall hyperectomies rate is 2.6%, below the national average of 3.2%. But among sugarcane workers in Beed, the rate soars to 17%. Now, one local study found a strategizing 36% in a sample of 200 women. The problem is rooted in the harsh realities of seasonal cane work. Around 1.5 million laborers migrate each year to Maharashtra's sugarcane field, often from drought-hit areas. Now, contractors advance wages, trapping workers into debt and penalize missed workdays, making menstruation or illness costly. Without rest breaks or sanitization, many women are persuaded or pressured into surgery as a permanent solution to menstrual problems. Now, life in the fields. Cane cutters, often from marginalized caste and tribal communities, enduring back-breaking shifts for 300 to 400 rupee a day. That's merely just $3.88 to $4.64. Sometimes unloading trucks through the night. Work days can stretch to 18 hours. Double the ministry. Work days can stretch to 18 hours. Double the Ministries of Labor's recommended limit. Sanitization is scarce. Toilets and clean waters are often unavailable. Veteran worker Shanta Ashram Namdas, now 60, recalls using her headscarf to stem heavy bleeding before undergoing a hyposterectomy. Again, without full understanding of the consequences. The surgery cost 30,000 rupee. Borrowed from her contractor and took 2 years of labor to repay. Early marriage, early labor. Now, child marriage compounds the issue as well. Over 23% of Indian women aged 24 to 24 were married before 18. In Maharashtra's cane belt, many women wed before 15 and start field work immediately. Priya, married at 9, gave birth at 13 and had hysterectomy at 22 after years of overwork and poor menstrual care. I don't know what uterus was, she says. Pain and weakness followed, but debt forced her to go back to work within days. Medical and social consequences. Health experts warn that hysterectomy could be a last resort. When performed on young women, it can trigger early menopause, hormonal imbalances, anxiety, depression, and heightened risk of heart disease, up to 250% higher for those operated in before age 35. Yet at Beed, private hospitals often recommend the procedure prematurely, citing exaggerated cancer risk. With around 120 private hospitals in the district, campaigners say some exploit vulnerable women for profit. The stigma around menstruation depends this problem. In many rural communities, periods are considered shameful, and clean sanitary products are rare. Women working long shifts sometimes wear the same cloth pad for days. Climate pressures and debt cycles. Now, climate change has worsened the situation. Unpredictable rainfall and long droughts have disrupted cane seasons, reducing earnings and extending debts. Women's health deteriorates from poor nutrition, lack of medical care, and continuous heavy labor. Resistance and advocacy. In 2019, women workers forced the Mahila Utsav Kamgar Sanghatha, that's Women's Sugarcane Workers Union, to demand rights, legal aid, and awareness on reproductive health. Led by activists like Manisha Tokle, the union campaigns for paid maternity leave, health insurance, and hostel facilities for migrant children. It also trains women in wage calculation, first aid, and navigating health schemes. Advocates have pushed for mandatory reproductive health checkups before and after migration seasons, tighter regulations of surgical procedures, and more health camps in rural areas. While Maharashtra's government has acknowledged the issue, women say tangible improvements are slow. Maharashtra produces a third of India's sugar, supplying major corporations including Coca-Cola and PepsiCo. After a 2024 investigation in the New York Times, Coca-Cola said it was deeply troubled and would look into the issue. Yet, campaigners argue that without corporate accountability and stricter labor protections, abuses will continue till date. That's all for now on this update. Stay tuned to The Savera, download the app, and follow us on various social media platforms.